Hello students, this is me Ilakya. How are you all doing? Hope you liked the previous video. It was about the problem solved by the mathematician Leonhard Euler called the Seven Bridges of Königsberg. Now let's move on to our next learning. Today's topic is a bit interesting one. Everything that we see around us has this. Yes, shapes. Shapes are all around us. You learn about shapes from your childhood. You have learned about some of the basic two-dimensional shapes such as square, rectangle, circle, triangle, etc. But if I ask you a question, among all these shapes, which shape is the strongest one? What would be your answer? Well, to answer this, let's take the three-dimensional figures of these shapes. So, if I take a shape square, its three-dimensional figure is a cube. The 3D figure of a rectangle is a cuboid and that of a circle is a sphere. What would be the 3D shape of a triangle? Yes, a triangle based pyramid or a triangular pyramid. Now I guess you had got the answer. Whenever you think about pyramids, what comes first to your mind? Yes, the Egyptian tombs which are known to us as pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Giza is considered to be one of the oldest ancient monuments in the world and also the oldest of the seven wonders of the ancient world. Archaeologists believe that these pyramids were built around 2500 BC. Still, the real age of the pyramids is unknown. Many scientists, even mathematicians, work on this for thousands of years. One of the reasons that these pyramids remain intact for so many years is because of its structure. So, the answer to the question, which is the strongest shape? Yes, triangles are the strongest shapes. But how does it work? Why triangles are the strongest shapes? Triangle is the only two-dimensional polygon that if constructed with hinged corners is absolutely fixed in shape or rigid. This can easily be explained in this way. When a force is applied to a triangle with hinged corners, there is no movement and it remains fixed, as you can see here. But when it is done to a shape like square, it can easily be misshaped into a rhombus. The strength of the triangle also extends to a 3D world as in pyramids. You would have a question. What about other shapes? Are they not strong? Well, when compared with triangles, these shapes have less rigidity. However, you can make other shapes also rigid through the use of triangles. For example, if you take a square, what would you do to make it stronger? Yes, just by adding a diagonal in between so that you generate triangles, you can make it rigid or much stronger so that your weak structure becomes stronger and more rigid. And that's what architects and civil engineers do. Triangles are seen commonly in constructions as they are the strongest shapes for buildings. One of the examples are bridges. Shapes like rectangle would flatten out when force is applied. That's why triangles are used as they evenly distribute weight without changing their proportions. Here are some of the examples of triangles used in architecture. So this pier uses nearly uncountable triangles to achieve strength. Eiffel Tower. There are approximately 186 triangles in Eiffel Tower to make it more rigid. Sydney Harbour Bridge, Sydney. Akashi Kokyo Bridge, Japan. Chacuna Bridge, Spanish. Disney Airport Center, Orlando, Florida. Triangle is one of the most important mathematical shapes, inspiring many mathematicians like Pythagoras with his Pythagorean theorem, which states in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. And Pascal with his Pascal's triangle, in which the triangle is formed with one on either sides just by adding up the adjacent numbers together. You yourself can test which is the strongest shape by doing various activities. For the first activity, you need popsicle sticks and paper clips. Make shapes like triangle and square as shown in the figure. Grip the adjacent sticks and twist them back and forth and observe which shape remains stable. For the second activity, you need charts and books with equal weights. Make shapes as shown in the figure and place books with equal weights one by one on top of each shape and observe which shape holds more number of books. For the third activity, you need sheets of paper, cardboard sheet and coins. You can decide on which is the strongest shape by doing the activity as shown in the figure. Thank you, students.